Hello everyone, Myzzrym here, bringing you today the second game of Orange against Duskbin. It is part of the IG Monthly Madness Asia tournament, and I realized I didn't introduce the tournament yesterday. Basically, it's a single elimination tournament. That means once you're out, it's for good. There's no loser bracket. There's a total of 16 teams, and every game is going to be decided by a best of 3, except for the final, which is going to be a best of 5. So in the last game, we saw Orange taking the win with a relatively early game push strat, and Duskbin just haven't been able to find those ganks with their lineups, which allowed them to have also a very strong early and mid game normally with the hero they had, but more reliant on ganking rather than pushing. So we see Orange here banning out the Leshrac, which although we could not consider this as a common ban before. Right now, the strike is very often picked in the current games. As I said before, he's very good for pushing the towers. He's very good for as a support, as a solo. He can pretty much fill a lot of roles. So he's very versatile, and Orange decided to ban the strike. Duskbin is going to follow up with a Invoker ban. So I already said last time, Invoker basically a very versatile hero. He can be built as one of these Exhort Quas Invoker with a global presence with the Sunstrike, dealing tons of damage to any heroes caught up by it. Or he can also be played as a Quas Wex with the Tornado and a whole lot of less damage but more mobility and more disables. Orange following up again with a Darkseer. So Darkseer, we saw last time how powerful he could be. He has the great control with the team fight control with the vacuum, with the Wall of Illusion, Wall of Replica. And also we saw some little tricks he did to control the lane through the use of Surge. Duskbin following up again with a Enchantress ban. So last time we saw that they banned Enchantress and they first picked the Chen, so it was understandable. Now, banning the Enchantress here right now leaves a lot of heroes, a lot of very good heroes for Orange to pick, because they're going to be first pick. So Orange is going to ban Lycan. They don't want to deal with it, and they probably didn't want to pick it. So that's why they're denying the Lycan for Duskbin, and Duskbin's gonna answer with a CK ban. So again, Nature Prophet first pick. Not very surprising. I think first game we saw Chen first pick from Duskbin instead. And well, Nature Prophet, as I said before, he was banned last game because just because of his global presence, teleport, sprout, the ability to push through lanes he isn't on with ultimates. And getting a very Nature Prophet is also very versatile for the laning phase. You can put him middle lane and he can very early levels, or you can put him in the jungle, or even in the hard lane. So Duskbin is going to answer with Queen of Pain and Windrunner, two heroes with very high mobility. Queen of Pain being a very good solo mid, and has this, as I said before, high nuking power. She was banned in the last game, and Windrunner once again picked. Windrunner, one of those heroes again, which is very versatile. You can put it middle lane, you can put it on the hard lane, and she can just carry approximately every items you would want for a team.
10 seconds remaining.
Windrunner also works very well when combined with Prophet, so here it's not going to be the case. Prophet and Windrunner is not going to be on the same. Okay, so we see Shadow Shaman and Chen picked by Orange. That means that's almost assuredly early game push. Chen can push with his not summon creeps, but he enchants creeps in the jungle, and then he comes to push. Prophet can just teleport in the lane where Chen decides to push, and he can also summon Trends to absorb the tower's damage. Now Trends don't deal a whole lot of damage, but they tank very well. Shadow Shaman, well, as soon as he hits this level 6, he has this ultimate that allows him to put down wards. And wards, on the other hand, compared to the Trends, do not soak up a lot of damage, but deal a huge amount of DPS. So if you have the Trends that are taking the tower aggro, and you have the wards that are attacking the tower, it's a very good way to tear down towers very early in the game. So if we want to see a Shadow Shaman pushing up towers very early, it's very likely that Shadow Shaman is going to end up on the mid lane. On the other side, we see a Earthshaker pick. So again, Earthshaker, not one of those top picks. Usually we won't see him pick that early. We sometimes see him pick in the second phase of picking. And Earthshaker, again, we saw how powerful he could be last game. And Orange are going to ban Ancient Apparition and Venomancer. Ancient Apparition has this global ultimate which allows him to basically defend his tower from afar by throwing out his AoE ultimate, and plus the ultimate of Ancient Apparition denies any type of healing that the Radiant lineup could have, because during, I think it's something like 8 or 10 seconds, being hit or being in the path of AA ultimate makes you take a debuff, and this debuff makes you unable to heal through any means. So Chan's ultimate not going to be powerful, and if they're going to push very early, it's very likely that they'll get an early mechanism as well. Venomancer, also one of those very annoying hero to push against. He can just spam up his wards under his towers, and his wards are invincible against magic, so you cannot just throw AoEs and destroy the wards. So he can turtle the towers pretty hard early on. And on the other side, we have Duskbin banning up the Tidehunter, which is a very good teamfight hero, and has this once he hit level 6, very high disruption power with a 1000, almost 1000 AoE ultimate that deals huge amount of damage and that stuns. And they're also going to ban the Lone Druid to avoid having the Lone Druid pushing power as well as late game carry power potential. So they, basically they're saying, okay, so we deny you this Lone Druid, so now, see, they have to pick Anti-Mage, Orange picking Anti-Mage. So Anti-Mage is not one of those heroes who, is very powerful for pushing the lanes. Anti-Mage is one of those heroes who would rather farm up very safely and then get some very good items and then come into the fight. And we see a Shadow Demon picked as soon as we saw the Anti-Mage picked. So Shadow Demon is one of those Anti-Mage hard counter. Mainly because he has this spells which is disruption, and that throws away one enemy hero or one ally hero for 2.5 seconds. He cannot be he cannot be targeted during this 2.5 seconds, and then when the hero comes back, it summons 2 of his illusions. So Anti-Mage, basically, if he gets disrupted, 2 of Anti-Mage illusions gonna pop, and illusion can also mana break like Anti-Mage does. So if Anti-Mage already used his blink and Shadow Demon comes and disrupts him, he's gonna have 2 of his own illusions hitting on him and draining up his mana. Plus, Anti-Mage usually is very, very likely to have high DPS but low survivability. Sorry about this. And what it does is his illusion is gonna attack him and it's gonna deal a ton of damage to the poor Anti-Mage. Crystal Maiden, so picked up as a support for probably Anti-Mage. Crystal Maiden, very, very powerful nukes early game. Very good control. She has one slow, one almost semi-stun, and this global mana aura that allows all his teammates to have more spam ability. And we're going to see a tiny pick at the end for Duskbin. So tiny, not very often seen. We sometimes see this tiny that is picked for going Aghanim Scepter and Mask of Madness to basically I think I heard I forgot who it was. It was one of the pro players saying this. He said that there were 2 heroes in particular that it was very, very hard to play against and make mistake against. One is Lycan. Basically, losing a team fight against Lycan or against the tiny with Aghanim Scepter is a way to lose your structure very, very quickly. So those are 2 heroes that he said this particular player, I forgot who it was, said that it's one of those heroes he did not like to play against. It's like playing against the clock, and once you do one mistake, it's over. So Tiny here in this situation is not that bad at all because he has a huge burst potential. And watching the enemy heroes here, we have Chan, Shadow Shaman, Crystal Maiden, Prophet, and Anti-Mage, who are all low HP pool heroes. So we see Chan, Crystal Maiden, and Anti-Mage heading down for the bottom lane. Yamate with the Shadow Shaman going mid lane, and Nature Prophet very probably going top lane. And we already see Duskbin heading for the Radiant to jungle. Probably going to put them some wards there. No, actually they do. Oh yeah, the Earthshaker has the wards. And the Trent is scouting already to see if, and the Trent is going to see the Duskbin heroes. So the Radiant side know that there are 4 heroes here. They do not want to fight. No, level 1 anti-mage is not that powerful in team fight. Whereas Duskbin has a very strong level 1 fight potential. Like Earthshaker, Long Range Fisher, Tiny Stun. Queen of Pain didn't level yet because she does not know if she needed to run away. But the Shadow Strike at level 1 also very powerful, deals a lot of DPS, a lot of damage, and also slows the enemy. And basically good heroes all around for a level 1 fight. So the Radiant is probably not going to want to take this. And so for the Dire lineup, we'll have... okay, so the Trent is going to deny the rune here. So good play. And we're going to have a Windrunner with the Earthshaker both going bottom, a tiny Shadow Demon top, and a Queen of Pain solo mid. So, okay, normally this mid lane should be quite even. You know,
no gold for you.
Shadow Shaman has this Ether Shock that once he gets this bottle, he can spam, and it's a huge amount of harass, and it deals a good amount of damage as well. So, you know, Queen of Pain is not one of these heroes who can just tank it up and just you know, and just don't care about the harass coming out from Shadow Shaman. So she'll have to be careful. Same for Shadow Shaman, basically. Both of them are very squishy heroes. Both of them have good disable, Shadow Shaman has good disables. So Queen of Pain will have to be careful about the ganks. And on the other side, Queen of Pain has a lot of burst damage. So we'll have to be Shadow Shaman will have to be careful about not getting burst down by the Queen of Pain. So bottom lane, Winner getting harassed down by Crystal Maiden, and Anti-Mage, you know, farming up. Already scaling up, leveling up the Mana Break and the Blink, so going aggressive. Crystal Maiden going for the Frostbite level 1. This is quite unusual. Usually you see the Crystal Nova level 1 for the huge AoE, you know, slow and the damage. Chen just farming up the jungle, nothing new here. And Shadow Demon actually managed to pick... No, he's smoking up! He want to go for the Prophets. Disruption's gonna land, and also this... The Tiny is gonna... Oh, so it's... Yeah, he's gonna die. Sorry. So what happened? Whoa, Tiny almost dies to the tower. So Shadow Shaman, very early aggressive smoke coming from behind, and disrupting the Prophet here, landing a Soul Catcher right after to give this extra 20% damage, and Tiny following up with an avalanche and into a toss, and actually he managed to toss the Tiny, not another, you know, creep that was around the Tiny. So all the damage, like a huge burst of damage coming up on the Prophet, and he ends up dying. So Windrunner here also taking a lot of damage. She has the Windrun, so she's probably going to be okay anyway. Oh no, actually, oh, Crystal Maiden ending up to killing the Windrunner, although she had this Windrun active. Maybe the Windrun doesn't prevent you from dying, from you know, escaping from the projectile that are already thrown and that are in the air. So that might be why she died to the Crystal Maiden auto attack. We saw that the Earthshaker very wisely putting up a Sentry Ward here to counter ward the Radiant. So the Radiant do not know if they're still sitting at the tower or, you know, staying there. So Chen here with Satyr, so he's not looking for a gank. You know, Satyr is not very good for ganking enemy heroes. He has no disables. And let's see. Last hit wise, we have Anti-Mage hitting with 16 for 10. Crystal Molly 5 for 1, so and Earthshaker 2 for 0, Windrunner 4 for 1. Yamate is going to sit on 11 for 6, Queen of Pain 10 for 6, so pretty even here. Yamate with the bottle, I guess, and no, he did not buy the bottle yet. Oh, so wait, where did his gold go? Oh, early boost of speed, whereas the Queen of Pain got the bottle. So now I think Queen of Pain will have a little advantage over the Shadow Shaman. He gotta be careful here. So you see Harassment coming down. Shadow Shaman taking a lot of damage and he has no consumables. Shadow Demon still controlling the top the top rune, and you know, Queen of Pain's probably going to go for the Illusion rune. We see, oh sorry, we see that oh yeah, so Nature Prophet teleporting bottom, and you know, pushing up the bottom lane with a Chen. How could I have not seen that before? So that's what the Nature Prophet basically take some experience on the hard lane and then teleport whenever they want to push. So 5 minutes into the game, first tower's probably going to go down. The Dire have nothing to. Oh, actually, Anti-Mage missed the last hit. By the way, it's a common mistake to think that not getting a last hit gives the team less gold. Actually, it gives more. It gives a total more for the team, but usually you want your carry to last hit the tower still, even if the entire team gets less gold, because that way the carry can get very early gold. And oh sorry, Shadow Shaman ends up going down, but he also takes down the Shadow Demon with him. So top lane, bottom lane for the Dire, nothing can stop this push. Windrunner can only spam her power shot, but even then it's not gonna do a lot. And this time Anti-Mage doesn't miss his last hit on the tower. So how does the XP graph go? XP graph very you know, linear. And oh, so you know, Prophet going back top to get some free creep kills and experience. Well, much needed experience. Oh. So we see Anti-Mage getting cut up, and he's probably going to try for a blink. He does, and he's gonna get caught up by the Queen of Pain, so he's going to go down. So I do not know what he was doing here alone. He probably wanted to buy an item from the secret shop, but he ended up caught up by the Earthshaker, the Shadow Demon, and the Queen of Pain, who caught up to the Anti-Mage. So experience graph, we saw that it actually piked a lot for the Radiant and then went back down. This is because when you're pushing, you do not gain a whole lot of experience, even if you manage to kill the tower. 4 heroes on the lane. Oh, actually there were 5 heroes on. No, there were 4 heroes on the lane. Yamate was still middle lane. He just died. And 4 heroes on the lane means there's at least one lane that is not where you're not getting experience from. So gank coming from the top lane. Oh, Yamate being very bold here, so taking the combo of Tiny in the face and a Fissure. That this is like one hit combo for the one hit there. Like sorry, well, it's basically if Tiny can land his combo onto the Shadow Shaman. Shadow Shaman almost all the time he's gonna die. He's very squishy, and you know, following up even with the Fissure to ensure the kill. There was no way the Shadow Shaman was going to survive this. So very good teleport from the Earthshaker, making them you know, doubt their action, and making the Shadow Shaman actually go back. And they're looking for, you know, push top lane. Chen already set up the Wild King Tornado, and this is very annoying. This tornado it slows the enemies. It also deals damage like a Radiance would. See how much damage they're taking, and he's even munching on Tango, and he's taking a lot of damage. So it's gonna be very annoying. The wards are gonna pop down, and you know, Trents are summoned. Crystal Maiden trying to look for stragglers, and Chen's still sitting around also. So top tower also goes down. So 8 minutes in, already 3 towers going down. Meanwhile, Queen of Pain is trying to farm. Same for Windrunner. Top lane they cannot do very much. Earthshaker and Tiny are both. Earthshaker can just stay you know, far away and throw a Fissure. But Tiny has to actually go in if he wants to do the full combo. So they're probably going to try and nuke down the creep wave, or they might think that it's too dangerous. Oh, teleport coming in. Tiny's looking for it. So Tiny's gonna cut up the Chen. The Chen's gonna go down instantly with a combo, and now it's gonna turn up. The fight is gonna turn for the Radiant, and Queen of Pain's trying to follow, but good stun from the Centaur. Tiny throws the Earthshaker on the Crystal Maiden, but it's okay. He already dies from the power shot. Queen Runner on the run, and following the Nature Prophet. Nature Prophet probably going to die. She has haste. He cannot run away, and he ends up dying as well. So Yamate is running up for his life, and he is not gonna get spotted, so he's okay. So I think it was a 3-4, well, 3-4-1. I do not know. I don't think. No, Anti-Mage was still middle lane farming, I think. So Yamate ends up surviving, and let's see. Yeah, I didn't say anything wrong here, and he's gonna. What is he doing? Yamate is very, very bold. He's looking for Earthshaker, and he's gonna get him. And like the Dire here are low on mana, so they can just like walk away. And actually, Shadow Shaman is still going to go on, and he has his ultimate. He can land a Mass Serpent Ward, and he has to before he dies. And no, he's gonna die before this. This Soul Catcher really added up the damage. 40% bonus damage from all the source. Double Tornado coming mid, pretty much denying any sort of defense the Dire can put up. And so 10 minutes in, 4 towers down for the Radiant, none for the Dire, and their line is working pretty well right now. They're pushing as they should do, and the experience graph is still going the way of the Dire, and more I would say it's pushing up. As I said, it's not yielding as much experience as it should. And as you would by just farming up, and plus they managed to get a whole lot of kills here top lane, and also a kill on the Shadow Shaman, which was solo mid lane. Yamate taking a bit of harass here. Crystal Maiden throwing down. Oh, very good throw from the Tiny, but good answer from the Crystal Maiden, freezing the Earthshaker before his animation. But Queen of Pain still gonna pick up the kill. Shadow Shaman trying to go on the Queen of Pain, but this is very dangerous. He's gonna end up dying. So teleport from the Chen. Oh, and he's gonna survive this, yes. And Chen now is the one getting caught up. But double tornado from the Wild King dancing around. And Queen of Pain, low health, low mana. Probably not want to risk it with the teleports coming in from the towers. So 3-4-9 now, and gold graph is going off for the Radiant, but as I said, the experience graph is still going for the Dire side. So, as for now, control, like, so far it's like controlling the lanes, and Anti-Mage is just farming up unhindered because they actually have to. Oh, sorry, I missed the kill on the Nature Prophet here. Basically, they have to put much effort to counter the enemy's pushing power. So Anti-Mage just left here, and Anti-Mage farming just well. So Smoke Gang gonna come on the Tiny get the Chain Disable. He's going to go down to the Chain Disable from the Shadow Shaman and Crystal Maiden. So Chen picking up the kill on the Tiny. And let's see what level are there. Chen level 6, Shadow Shaman level 7, 6, Anti-Mage level 9, and Nature Prophet level 7. And the Dire side, we have Shadow Demon 6, Queen of Pain 10, Tiny 9, Winter 7, and Earthshaker 6. And they're gonna push again. Ward's gonna go down, Trent's gonna go down as well. Double Tornado to counter any kind of attack the Dire might want to set up. And Anti-Mage joining the fight here with the Vanguard into power threat. So right now he's quite tanky. He's level 4 in Spell Shield. He can actually soak up a lot of damage, and almost all the damage coming from the Dire right now is magic damage. So Queen of Pain nukes, Tiny's nuke, Winter also Power Shot is nuke, and Earthshaker's Fisher is also magic damage. So Radiant side is gonna go back off. We see Crystal Maiden going for Urn of Shadow. This is going to be very good for pushing once they're getting up some kills. It allows them to keep pushing and heal up. Shadow Shaman going for this power threat so he doesn't die instantly to a combo. Chen almost with the mecha up. He just needs like 120 gold left. And Prophet going for a Necronomicon, so he can even push faster with this. So Anti-Mage not going for the heavy farm Chinese farm build, like not rushing up like a Battle Fury into a Menta. Instead, relying on the early game items like the Vanguard, the Power Tread, and not rushing the farming items, but having these items allows him to contribute into the team fight without just dying. And now he's picking up an ultimate orb, so probably looking for a Manta style. And Dire's gonna try to get one tower on their own, the bottom lane. So Chen's gonna come in with his Wildkin to piss them off. And except if we're gonna see no, they're gonna look for a trade. They're going to go top lane and Mass Serpent Ward in 5 seconds. Nature Prophet can also summon Trance in 5 seconds.
Radiant's
So it's gonna
bottom
be a
tower is under attack.
level 1 for level 1, and Tiny trying to pick up the creeps from Chen. Level 1 tower for level 2 tower. So we
Dire's
see
top
how fast they
tower
can push,
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
and they're not gonna stop here. They're still pushing up. Yeah, Shadow Shaman didn't even use his ultimate, so they can't do this. So they're gonna put pressure on it. So Dire side teleporting back to defend their tower. So the warriors are gonna get down. Probably not gonna get the tower as this time, but already dealing a lot of damage to the tower.
Bottom tower is under attack.
So anti-mage teleporting bottom to keep farming. So push the lane and then teleport back to a lane that is pushed for your side, and safely farm. He knows basically that all the dire heroes just teleported back to defense, so he's gonna be safe. Chen still sitting up in the jungle, so he farming up his mecha. He's gonna send back Crystal Maiden to save her some time. Crystal Maiden quite farmed for a support hero. This is because they killed they killed all 6 outer towers, so this is a huge amount of gold. We see now they're sitting with the Radiant sitting with 25k gold, while the Dire is 16k only, 17k. So that is like almost 15% more gold than the Dire side. It's like enormous. So Crystal Maiden getting Urn of Shadow, Bracers, Magic Wand, and Observer Ward. So she's quite tanking right now. She has 900 gold. Oh, and sorry, Yamate getting caught up the middle lane. Chen trying to heal him, but not enough. He's gonna die.
Is the best teacher.
I was saying Crystal Maiden right now has a plus 15 in strength, so she's not that squishy. And Niger Prophet also power tread and going into Necronomicon plus 19 in tread. So also getting the HP up. Chen also completed his mechanism, Arcane Boots. So now they can just push non-stop. Is someone going for a pipe? I don't think so. And yeah, Anti-Mage still farming up, and he's looking for that Montana right now. He has let's see if so nothing on the courier. So it's almost up. It's only 800 plus, like it's only almost like 1.2k gold away from the Menta. So 16, 17, 18 minutes Menta Vanguard and power trade is pretty powerful right now. They have to dominate, now that they took all the towers, they have to dominate the map control. They know that there's no teleports, no TP support that can come in, and Anti-Mage going into the jungle to finish up the Menta. Chen also keeping the farm. I do not know what they're doing. They're still delaying this, and this can turn up to be not a very good decision, because if you allow the enemy to actually farm up and get up their footing, and Yamato is gonna meet the Shadow Demon. He's gonna get the initiative and double damage, almost taking it's taking the Shadow Demon down with the ultimate of Furion, but Shadow Shaman is also gonna end up dying.
I return.
And Queen of Pain now with the unstoppable streak. She's at 6-0. She's in a 6-6-0. So Yamate getting caught up again, and Shadow Shaman is level 9, so this is a good lot of experience. It's going to the Dire side. Oh, Nature Prophet almost dying, and he's probably going to die. Yeah, Scream of Pain. No, the mechanism. Oh, she still blinks in and scream, and it's gonna kill the Prophet. But very good save, and she's gonna blink up into the jungle to teleport away. So I was pretty sure the Prophet would die from the Screen of Pain, but from the sorry, what's the name? The Sonic Wave, but very good timing on the mechanism. Still couldn't save the Prophet. So I was saying, allowing the Duskbin to regain their footing, it might not be a good idea. If you see the graph now, it's stalling up, and although it's stalling at 7.5k, what you have to know is that although the difference is still the same, the relative difference is not the same anymore. It's not like, oh yeah, so Yamate getting caught up again. Very good Fisher to block off the pass from the Shadow Shaman, and they're not gonna go on it. They're afraid that someone might be here, and Crystal Maiden is indeed here behind. So I was saying 7.5k gold difference. It's good in the it's like if you have, like, for example, this lead in the early game, like someone has one team has 10k, the other has 17k. This is 70%, 17%. Sorry, 70% more gold. But right now it's more like, you know, it's more like a 40 or 30% more gold when you compare it. So the relative difference is getting thinner and thinner, and the experience graphs, you see that's still going down the way of Duskbin every time they manage to find these kills. So little tornadoes here to, you know, prevent the Dire from pushing in. Teleport support coming in, and 4 of them are actually going to teleport in. Nature Prophet sitting with his level 1 Necronomicon. So now, right now, they might be looking for a push, like a kill into a push. So Shadow Shaman trying to go for the Aghanim Scepter. Anti-Mage basically doing the bait right now. The other is sitting smoked up. They are trying to see if someone's gonna jump on the Anti-Mage. Anti-Mage hitting with the Manta style, Vanguard, Power Trade. So they might have all they need to. Oh, sorry. Oh, my bad. Missed the kill again. Tiny, Force Staff, and Earthshaker with the Fisher, basically bringing down the Prophet here. So hey, actually Earthshaker has to be very careful. If Prophet buys back, can he buy back? No, he can't. And very wisely, Prophet buys up a cloak to lessen the magic damage inflicted on him. And Shadow Demon gonna disrupt the Anti-Mage. And you see Anti-Mage Illusion being very annoying, draining the mana of his allies. And he's actually going to go in. Ultimate's thrown down, the Wards is thrown down, the Anti-Mage popped the Manta, and the Prophet TP-ins use the Trance. It's gonna be very hard for the other side to stop this. Plus you have the Tornadoes, extreme pain in the ass. Trying to kill up the Serpent Wards, slowly but surely, and the tower is still gonna stand. It's gonna get into deny range, so they might look up for a deny here. So they're still taking a lot of damage from the tornadoes there. Wild King being a huge pain in the ass. Teleport bottom for the Anti-Mage, still farming up. So deny from the Dire side. Queen of Pain trying to find someone. Very good Ursa's, you know, clap to slow the Queen of Pain down, and she might not, you know, go on and look for the kill right now because she's treading upon the Dire side, the Radiant side. Oh, a good attempt for Shackle, but it's not gonna latch. And the Dire is going to look for the mid lane right now, the mid tower. But again, the Wild King with their tornadoes being a huge pain. Tiny is gonna teleport, and they're going to look for the Prophet once again. Prophet running away, and the Shadow Poison doesn't manage to hit him. So no vision on Winter here, and Tiny is just gonna throw his spells on the creep wave. So Nitro Prophet trying to teleport away, yeah, and he's going to be able to Earthshaker Fisher actually blocking the path, so Shadow Demon cannot get close enough to disrupt the Nature Prophet. And Anti-Mage gonna find the rune just before Queen of Pain does, and he's gonna go on her. And one strike is gonna be enough. He's not chasing her. So 15k gold now for Anti-Mage. 1.5k gold, not 15k of course. Sitting with 157 creep kills at 22 minutes into the game, so farming very well. Shadow Shaman, let's see, 80 creep kills. Chen 63, with Crystal Maiden 32, so even Crystal Maiden's getting a lot of farm. And you know, Earthshaker's getting harassed down and taking a lot of damage. And she's gonna go down with the ultimate. So Tiny looking for the combo, and he's gonna get it. Oh, very good Shackle, but the Anti-Mage right now is too tanky with the Vanguard, the Power Tread, and the Mental Style, and the level 4 into the Spell Shield. It's very unlikely that he's gonna go down, except if everyone focuses him. Nature Prophet here, still level 1 Necronomicon, getting this cloak to avoid getting killed by the Tiny. And on the other side, we have Shadow Demon being very poor, only gotten to Strength and Magic one. They're going to look up for the barracks right now. Queen of Pain, Queen of Pain actually managed to get a Aghanim Scepter and Ultimate Orb, so this is pretty good. Tiny, Force Staff. So, this Sonic Wave not hitting anyone but Yamate here. And, Kixi taking a lot of damage from his own illusion by the disruption. But still, the melee barracks taking a lot of damage, and very good Shackle here. Maybe Anti-Mage gonna go down. They're trying to focus him down with this, and no, it's not gonna happen. Earthshaker's blocking the Anti-Mage in with the Fisher, but the Anti-Mage can blink away, and that's what he does. And So teleporting the anti-mage away, not managing, no one actually getting killed in this team fight, and the middle rack still goes down. So very good trade for the Radiant side. I mean, they managed to get a Rax and not lose a single hero here. Very good for them. And partly because this Sonic Wave only hit the Shadow Shaman, that's a shame. That's really a shame. So we see that Tiny is probably going for this Aghanim Scepter, I guess. Maybe I'm tripping. Earthshaker managed to get Arcane Boots and almost gets these. He only has 300 more gold he needs for these Blink Dagger, and only 150 now. Shadow Demon also getting another Gauntlet of Strength to avoid dying, and getting Observer Wards to keep control. They do not want to let the Radiants take Roshan. And that's very strange. I do not get the vision from this ward. Or is it that it's blocked, this vision? I do not know. So Crystal Maiden still sitting around with Urn, Power Tread, Magic Wand, Bracer, plus 23 strength right now, sitting above 1k health. This is a very healthy Maiden indeed. Anti-Mage now going probably for the BKB, so he's basically, once he's in BKB mode, there's probably no one that can damage him. Maybe Tiny with auto attacks and Windrunner trying to poke him down, but Windrunner has this mechanism, so not a huge right click power. He's gonna be unstoppable once he gets this BKB. Smoke up for the Radiant. No, Prophet's gonna teleport bottom to push the lane. Yamatage going to try to find a kill with the Crystal Maiden and Chen. So the Wild King actually, they're still alive after all this time. It's usually we see a lot of hate coming against the Wild King, and every time the enemy will try to kill them. But I guess that they have the bigger problem at hand than the Wild King. So well, actually, they see Windrunner with the Trance, and the Trance are gonna block her. And they're probably looking for the Windrunner, and yes, they're gonna get her. So chain disable now. Prophet teleporting in, and she's gonna go down. So Prophet also pops the Necronomicon unit, so they have to do something with it. Anti-Mage delaying the dire side here. Meanwhile, with his huge high items, turns over. Necronomicon is not gonna be alive for the push right now. They only have 10 seconds left, and we're gonna see what they're going to try to do. They're looking for the middle lane, and they can do this. I mean, yeah. So Menta popping in, the wards are gonna pop in. Tiny trying to kill Yamate as soon as possible, and it works. The Chen ultimate not coming fast enough, and Tiny getting picked up. Pain of Pain using his ultimate, but not gonna kill anyone. Winter taking some damage here. Oh, Anti-Mage just picking off the poor Earthshaker there that was trying to run away. Tiny also died at the beginning of the fight, and Windrunner very Queen of Pain coming up come from behind and still taking up a kill. Oh, very nice shackle here. Queen of Pain running away. She does not want to fight Hanom, the Anti-Mage. Teleport away for the Prophet, who will be able to come back very soon with his teleport. And they're still looking for the tower. Windrunner is very good shackling the Illusion and the Anti-Mage together. So Anti-Mage actually takes a lot of damage from the tower, and he has to be careful. Oh no, she doesn't have the ultimate yet, this Queen of Pain, and she's gonna go for the Chen. Chen's pretty much defenseless here, trying to teleport his Anti-Mage away, and he's gonna go down. Now Queen of Pain sitting with 10-0, so very farmed up this Queen of Pain. She has this ultimate orb, probably going to try to get the sheep stick to control this Anti-Mage. The middle tower still ended up going down, but the barracks are still alive. Shadow Shaman also now with the Black King bar, so he's gonna stay alive in the team fight much longer now. And what we saw is unfortunately the Tiny tried to one-shot the Shadow Shaman by Thor staffing himself, but he ended up dying before doing so. Thankfully, the Earthshaker just managed to farm a Blink Dagger and follow up the Tiny combo with his Echo Slam, a very good Echo Slam, I might add. But the problem is Anti-Mage too tanky for this, and then he's gonna hate on the poor Earthshaker following him, chasing him here, and the Earthshaker ended up dying. Anti-Mage now also sitting with his BKB. The next fight is going to be very, very hard for the Dire lineup. Say winner have this mechanism, but it's not going to be enough. If Shadow Demon is still with nothing, trying to even the illusion are very hard to bring down right now. So Queen of Pain still sticking with her item. Very offensive blink here. It could have been going very bad. Oh, extremely good shackle here, but I doubt they're going to die. Yamate getting chain stun and taking a lot of damage, but he can pop. He pops the BKB. Chen pops also the ultimate, and Anti-Mage also pops the BKB. The Windrunner, the Queen of Pain rebuys, and the problem is they're not going to be able to defend this barrack. Meanwhile, the Prophet actually managed to get a kill, but he's getting caught up alone there. Still is delaying 2 and 3 of the enemies, so that allows Anti-Mage to take their barrack without any problem.
Perfect.
And Windrunner and Irashi could end up dying, and Nature Prophet is going to actually buy back, and they want to go on this. They know that Queen of Pain already used the buyback. 2 of the enemy heroes are down. And this ultimate from the Queen of Pain not going to do a whole lot of damage. So the Chen popping out the mechanism. Anti-Mage still being very tanky. Tiny getting caught up by the trap, and Shadow Demon being very going on the front lane. And so actually Anti-Mage taking a lot of damage here. And Windrunner teleporting in to fight, but Shackle not gonna latch. And Windrunner, Anti-Mage blinks away, but very good Fisher anticipating his landing zone, and he's going to die. Anti-Mage biting back into the game, teleporting in the middle, so he might want to go there. And trying to no. So yeah, they're just going to kill the creeps. I heard the shackle was like someone got caught up behind. And Anti-Mage going to be very aggressive, still looking for a kill on the starting up with the ultimate. That is very very peculiar here. And so they're going to look for the bottom lane, and basically Shadow Shaman 10 seconds left before his ultimate. Shadow Demon ultimate's up, and yeah, the melee barracks are going to go down instantly. If Anti-Mage even popping the BKB, so he doesn't doesn't get stunned. And Mega Creeps now is almost impossible to win when you're playing against the Mega Creeps. Chen popping up the ultimate to keep Anti-Mage healthy. And there it's gonna be almost GG now. GG is just a matter of seconds, matter of minutes. Queen of Pain actually hiding, but she gotta get caught up by the Anti-Mage. And Crystal Maiden and Nature Prophet also end up dying here in the middle lane. But right now it's gonna be a slow death for the Dire side. Melee creep, mega range creep, mega melee creeps, gonna do tons of damage. And yeah, the Shadow Demon's gonna die as well. Shackle not gonna latch, and Anti-Mage can just tank it up. He has no mana left, but whoa, actually no, he might die here. Yeah, he dies from the burst from Tiny, and all the attacks from his allies. So Yamate here is still being very cocky, but I think it's because they probably know the game is over anyway, so they're being very cocky here. GG well play coming out from Ninja Boogie. So this is a 2-0 for Orange. Duskbin's out of the fight, and so very well played by Orange here. Twice in a row we see a very early pushing lineup, and I must say that Orange is playing this very well. Most of the time it worked very well. And Duskbin just cannot seem to, defend their tower. They have no way of defending them. So thank you for watching, guys, and I hope you enjoyed the competitive cast. I might go back for another learn from your mistake for the next video, and I'm still looking for the other IG Monthly Madness Asia tournament games to cast. See you guys.